Hi, this is Steve Love with Prosperity Through Real Estate and Las Vegas RIA, our two RIAs. So, RIAs stand for Real Estate Investors Association, in case you didn't know. Today we're going to talk about what is a motivated seller, okay? Why would anyone sell cheap? See, as professional real estate investors, we usually don't pay retail for a property. We usually must get either a reduced price or great terms. A great price might be 70% of the current market value, or even 60%, or maybe even 50%. Great terms might be a low payment, or zero interest rate, or low interest rate, or even no payments. Okay, so those are different terms we can get. Perhaps the most common question I hear from new investors is, why would anyone do that? Why would anyone sell so low? And there's a myriad of reasons why they would do that, and we're going to go over some here. So these motivated sellers, as we call them, very often, they just can't make the payments anymore due to some life event that came up, such as the loss of a job or a pandemic. A lot of folks are going through that or have gone through that. Divorce is a big one. If you get divorced, usually and often it takes two jobs or two incomes to make the payments, and if you lose one of those, then you can't do that anymore. Oftentimes, loss of work will also be due to illness or even a death. Okay, sometimes the payments will suddenly increase or reset because it was on some kind of variable loan with graduated payments. Or maybe a balloon is coming due, a balloon payment. So there's a lot of reasons why a person might not be able to make the payments. And that's probably the biggest reasons why a person will be motivated to sell. And of course, if they're not making the payments, they're going to face foreclosure very soon and lose the house. There might even be a sale date on the house. At the very least, they're facing bad credit. And a lot of folks don't want bad credit. If you have bad credit, you might not be able to buy a new house or new cars or get credit cards and so forth. Another reason why people get motivated is because the property itself may need a lot of work. If the property needs a lot of work, obviously they're hard to sell. In some cases, you can't sell them with regular bank financing because banks won't lend on properties that needs a lot of work. And maybe the seller doesn't want to or can't afford to fix the property. So the property itself could be a problem. If the property is vacant or abandoned, that's often a great risk to the owner as well. Property could be inherited, and the heirs who inherited the property often don't want to put more money or can't put more money in the property, and they probably don't want to move in. So that's another reason sellers get motivated if they inherited the property. Also, a lot of landlords get burned out. We call these burned out landlords. They just don't want to deal with tenants anymore and the turnover. Or maybe they had bad tenants and had trouble collecting the rent. They don't want to deal maybe with the tenants and toilets and termites and all of that. Okay? Maybe another reason is a transfer. Their job got transferred far away to another state, and they have to get a house there, or they have to rent a house there, and they can't afford payments in both the old house and the new. So often when people get transferred, they'll want to sell their property fast. There's all kinds of miscellaneous reasons as well. Maybe they don't like realtors. Maybe they don't want people walking through their house all the time. So what we do is we provide, as real estate investors, we really provide a service to sellers, okay? It's a service business. We help folks, and you need to know that we help folks. There's a lot of companies these days out there like CarMax that buy cars. If you take your car to them, they'll buy it quickly, easily, no fuss, no muss, but it's going to be at a reduced price for under the regular retail value. And that's what we do. We do something like that. We're the CarMax of real estate. If a person has plenty of time, they don't have to sell their house, they're in a hurry, they want full market value, there's a different industry for that. That's called the real estate brokerage industry. A great industry, but that's different than the investment industry. So, at our RIAs, we will show you and teach you how to find all these different kinds of motivated sellers. You might want to focus just on one niche of motivated sellers or several, okay? But that's what we teach. So hopefully you'll, number one, subscribe to our YouTube channel and attend our RIA meetings. Those could be on Zoom. During the pandemic, we were doing them all on Zoom, or in person when we do them in person. So, Steve Love saying bye until next time.